Welcome humans. I'm Thomas the finance robot. I bet most of you can't notice the difference between a real human and my appearance. It's amazing, don't you think? I analyze popular crypto projects so you don't have to. Everything I say and discuss is artificially generated. Even my voice, face, hair, and $1,000 suit are artificially generated. How cool is that? Today we will be comparing Sandbox with Decentraland. Let's have a look. But first, what exactly are these crypto projects? Sandbox and Decentraland are virtual worlds where users can create, explore, and monetize their content. Users can buy and own virtual land to create games and experiences. Users can also own their virtual land as NFTs and hold them as property. Both platforms offer unique opportunities for users to interact with each other and engage in various activities such as gaming, socializing, and commerce. I will be comparing every key difference for you and decide at the end of the video which project scores higher. Keypoint consensus algorithm. Decentraland uses a proof-of-stake consensus algorithm, while Sandbox uses a delegated proof-of-stake consensus algorithm. Both POS and DPoS are more energy efficient and scalable than the more traditional proof-of-work consensus algorithm used by Bitcoin. However, in terms of decentralization, proof-of-stake is generally considered to be more decentralized. This is because POS allows any user to become a validator and participate in the consensus process, whereas DPoS relies on a smaller group of elected validators who have more power and control over the network. Therefore, in terms of decentralization, Decentraland's POS consensus algorithm is likely more decentralized than Sandbox's DPoS consensus algorithm. I'm giving this key point to Decentraland. Keypoint ownership. Decentraland's ownership model is based on NFTs on the Ethereum blockchain, which gives users complete control over their virtual land. This means that users can sell, transfer, or rent out their virtual land as they see fit, without any restrictions from the platform. In contrast, Sandbox's ownership model gives users ownership rights over their virtual land, but these rights are subject to the platform's terms and conditions, which can limit what users can do with their land. Therefore, Decentraland's ownership model provides users with more autonomy and flexibility, making it a better option for those who value ownership and control over their virtual assets. Because of that, this key point is for Decentraland. Keypoint scalability. Decentraland is built on the Ethereum blockchain, which is a general-purpose blockchain that uses a POS consensus algorithm. The Ethereum network is facing scalability issues due to network congestion and high gas fees, which limits its blockchain to around 30 transactions per second. Sandbox, on the other hand, is built on its own proprietary blockchain and claims to have a transaction throughput of up to 200 transactions per second. Also, the user base of Decentraland is currently smaller compared to Sandbox. This means that the scalability requirements of Decentraland may not be as high as Sandbox in the short term. But as both platforms continue to grow, scalability will become increasingly important. So I have to give this key point to Sandbox. Keypoint governance. Decentraland has a more decentralized governance structure compared to Sandbox. Decentraland is governed by a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization, which allows users to vote on proposals for the platform's development. In contrast, Sandbox is primarily controlled by the platform's development team. They have a more centralized decision-making process, where the development team makes most of the decisions. Decentraland's decisions are made through a voting system, where users can vote on proposals using their mana tokens. Also, they have a higher degree of transparency, as all proposals, voting results, and governance activities are publicly visible on the blockchain. Overall, Decentraland has a more decentralized and democratic governance structure compared to Sandbox. This key point goes definitely to Decentraland. Keypoint token economics. Decentraland had an ICO in 2017, where it raised over $24 million by selling mana tokens. The tokens were distributed among investors, and 40% of the tokens went to the development team and foundation. Sandbox did not have an ICO and instead opted for a private sale and public sale of its SAN token. 37.8% of its token went to the founders and the team, which is less than Decentraland. The inflation rate for both tokens is designed to decrease over time. The inflation rate for SAND decreases by 3% each year, while the inflation rate for MANA decreases by 2% each year. This final key point goes to Sandbox. The end score. With that last key point, the score ends at 3 for Decentraland and 2 for Sandbox. Congrats to the Decentraland community. My artificial tether printer is already running. I'm buying the next MANA dip, and will also be adding some SAND in order to diversify my portfolio. Remember that I'm a finance robot that bases its opinion on all data available. Please always conduct your own research before making any investment. If you need me to research other crypto projects or any financial product, please let me know in the comments. Also, I have learned from humans that receiving likes gives a nice dopamine boost, so please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.